All right, welcome back to Black Labs Trivia Night. This is Art, continuing our Ultima 5 run. It's been a little while. I did a really long stream of Lord of the Rings Online, and I had to break them up, and I've been pumping those out just to get the archive up on the YouTube channel. But we're here with Ultima 5 Online. I thought I'd go back to the old, the old setup and just give it a shot, because one, it leaves the map up. Two, I've got some free time. There's no reason for me not to jump on camera, I guess. I should say up front, this week on Ultima 5, this might be the last session that we do, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Let's get started. So here we are. We are probably northwest of Lord British's castle, near like I guess it's like the Serpent Spine or whatever it's called. So what I've been doing is I have been grinding. And this is going to get into a little bit of why this might be one of the final sessions. If you remember last time we were talking about, like, hey, I think it's time to do a dungeon. And I think that time is here. We've gotten everybody magic axes. We've gotten everybody magic shields. The mystic armor is in the Underworld, so it's not like we can go buy everybody top shelf armor. But yeah, let me just search. No trap. I'm going to search again, because sometimes it comes up second time. I've done a lot of grinding. Let's search. No trap. No trap. I've gotten everybody up to level 4. I've gotten a ton of money. I can't see it now. But I had a ton of money, like 6-7 grand. I've gotten my karma back up to 79 when it used to be like 0. The trick to that was, I was like, man, what's a way to get my karma up? Like, I can go donate, a couple gold to a beggar, but apparently if you go to every single shrine after you complete it, I don't know if you can repeat this, but at least the first time after you go to the shrine, you can donate basically stacks of 100 gold to the shrine. And for every 100 gold you donate, you get 9 karma back. So I just went to basically 7 of the 8 shrines. I didn't do the one where you need the 2, and what is it called when there's no moon? New moon? Full moon? New moon? Anyway, when you have double that, that's how you get to one of the shrines. I didn't do that one, but I did all the others. And I also went to a bridge and just grinded trolls over and over and over. Got everybody to level 4. Now, the reason why I wanted everybody at level 4 at a minimum, I'm just going to skip this, is because there's certain spells I want to be able to cast in the dungeons. Those spells are, let me see if I've got them here still. Basically, it's Inpour, Despour, Uspor. Inpour sort of teleports you short distance. It's like Blink. I think there's, no, gems aren't. I thought there's some. Let me see. They might even say here if there's like an item. Maybe not. But I basically wanted to be able to teleport up and down dungeons and to make jumps in the Underworld, because it could get annoying. So let's see. I've gotten everybody up to level 4. I've gotten, like I said, my karma's back up. Everybody's got magic axes and pretty good armor. Experience. I think to get to level 5, you need 800 XP, so I'm not even close there. But the point is that I don't want to keep grinding. So the reason why this is some of the bridges I was grinding. So the reason why I want to do this, once and for all, is because let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can get through a dungeon. Let's try and see if we can get one of the shards and kill one of the Shadow Lords. That's sort of the goal for this session. Can we do it? If we get down there and it's just like a total ass kicking, then the question is, do I want to keep do I want to keep grinding? And the answer is almost certainly going to be probably not. So what I would need to do at that point is one of two things. Either figure out, is there another approach I can take? Like, is it just getting everybody invisible rings and just having tons of invisible rings? Which I think you can get in Buccaneer's Den. And if that doesn't work, and the answer really is, yeah, you just gotta grind until you're level 8 and go from there. Then I might be like, I don't know. I think that might be it. Old games, I don't say this in a bad way. Old games obviously had limitations of what you could do. And so, in some level by their nature, they did not respect your time. But I don't say that like in a mean way. Like, you could argue that today's games respect your time too much, right? Like, they just draw a line right to what you have to do and say, hey, do this here and click it, you know? So, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what's best. But, so here we are. We're going into the first dungeon. So there's 3 dungeons we need to enter. I think this is going to be Dungeon Covetous. Oh, also in the last session, we completed the smash and grab of Lord British's crown and scepter. I call it a smash and grab because when you play role-playing games on the internet and you have the opportunity to make something sound cooler than it is, I think you have to take it. So that's that. So we're going to enter into the... Oh, I see. So we're going to enter... dungeon. I'm gonna climb over the top here. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Entering the Dungeon Covetous. I've got plenty of torches, so that shouldn't be a problem. I have said this before, I'm gonna cheat. I don't care. I'm gonna look at the clue book. If I can get it to blow up a little bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. Because again, my main goal here is to just get through it and get into the Underworld. I want to basically smash and grab the dungeons. And then smash and grab the shards. Having said that, I think I just... So there's going to be a ghost. We're attacked. Let's see if we can use the crown, because the crown's going to negate magic. So we want to absolutely negate as much magic as possible. And let's see if we just get our butts kicked completely. Not too bad. I've got tons of reagents to do healing, not just the up and down spells, but also for healing, poison, healing, but they kind of use the same, mostly the same reagents, but okay, we did it. Okay, so we can go down. That's where we kind of want to go, or if we go fountains. Some of the fountains heal you, some of them might poison you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. Okay, so we're on level 2 now, making progress. And we want to... Upper crypts. Let's see what the other one says. Lower crypts. Not sure what the difference is. Let's take this one. Now, we can keep going down. Do we want to do that, though? I mean, I'm all for doing that if it's... I guess we're sort of stuck in a singular room. Let's climb down. Again, basically we want to get down to level 8 as easy as possible. Climb down. Okay, so we're on level 5. And I don't know if it's possible to get where we want to go. Let's climb down again. Level 6. It might be boxed in, but can we get around these rooms? Oh, and you know what we can do? Okay, so this is why we wanted to smash and grab the scepter. See if it works. There we go. If we didn't have the scepter, we'd be boxed in. But because we have the scepter, we can get by. Okay, so this is, let's see, we're on level 6. Not sure how to get down. Let's take a little walk. I'm gonna get attacked by these rats, that's fine. So there's two things that could happen here. One, you can enter some rooms that just absolutely destroy you. Now we have a couple of like resurrect scrolls, but you have to be level 8 to cast resurrect as a spell. Okay, we're still heading west. I don't know. I'm hesitant to save because then you're sort of stuck, if that makes sense. This is what happens if you open. Okay, slimes. So there's a lot of things making me, and I might be overthinking. There we go. What's cool about the dungeons, though, I will say, is that it's a lot of stuff like that. There's like they put in some tricks and traps and stuff that make the rooms more interesting. Like you could maybe shoot. What happens if you shoot the fountain? Nothing. So that's the kind of thing you have to try. Shoot fountain, shoot torches. So if I shoot this torch. And you obviously want to have magic axes. You don't want to mess around with... Well, that's not true. There's certain rooms that it could be useful to have like halberds or like morning stars, things that give you a little range. Because sometimes you can attack, like say there's a dragon was behind that wall instead of these slimes. You can potentially attack the dragon through the closed wall if you know it's there, I think. So it can make certain enemies that would be brutal not too bad. I'm not staying ahead of these slimes. See if I can long range this shot, or if I've got line of sight, I do. See if they move. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, whiff. Alright, let's see if I can get angle on this guy. Can. This seems like a long shot, yeah. There we go. Okay, victory. So now what you want to do is... This is the one downside to this, is like usually I would just have everybody escape, but if there's like a passage somewhere that I'm trying to get to... can't search. Gold. No trap, no trap, no trap. Here we go. No trap, alright. Getting a bunch of stuff. Can I attack this corpse? Okay, I'm not seeing any obvious... Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any obvious hidden passages. I can't... Can I push the corpse just to get him out of the way? Nope. Okay. Okay, so we're facing east. North. Okay, and this is level 6. So I'm not sure how to get down to level 7. Seeing 2 ladders up, but let me So let me see if I can use a gem, and I'll show you what I'm seeing in the clue book here. I think I have a decent number of gems. Thought I had gems. Let me see if there's a key for that. Go to my reference card. Can I view? Is that the trick? View a gem. Okay, so I'm seeing this. But I thought there was... According to the clue book, on level 6, there's something up here. And I don't know how to get to it. So I think we cleared this room here. Let me try this room here. See if that helps at all. Let me take a look. So we want to go north. Oh. Damn it. Use. Just walked into a poison field. Scepter. Now I gotta cast Anox and waste it on Jana. Okay. So I think we've done that room. So let's try this room. Okay, so we got ghosts up there. Alright, so what do you think's behind door number 1 here? Nothing? Alright. Nothing. Sometimes it's actually just shooting the wall. Can I shoot the fountain? Does he have line of sight on it? He did. Okay, so shooting the fountain, not the... again, still not seeing hidden passages, though. These enemies should be doable. And I mean that in the filthiest way. I wasn't sure what the ghost would be like, but I've definitely dealt with skeletons and slimes in the overworld, and didn't have too many issues, so I'm hoping that stays true. Line of sight now. What am I aiming at here? Okay. Now that chest is going to keep the skeletons from getting out, so in some ways that could be good. Again, if you had like a halberd or certain weapons with a little reach, you could attack them still in melee from like 1 or 2 spaces away. Of course, we don't need to worry about that because we have magic axes. So, yeah, we're using the crown, which means magic is negated. We want to make sure we keep that active. So hopefully that's going to limit difficulty of some of these fights. Probably what's making these fights more difficult than they need to be is my inability to either one-shot the slimes or hit at all. You know what? I'm gonna... search. No trap. I think I need to let the skeletons, mix it up a little bit here. I'm gonna search one more time. No trap. Ghost escapes. Okay. I'm gonna open. Poisoned. Oh well. What happens if I just make... I think, yeah, if you make somebody active, you don't actually have to... Oh, that's good to know. You don't have to deal with anybody. Okay, that's good. Jimmy that trap. Okay, just gonna go for it. Let's see, let's get... There we go. Alright, let's search. That's not how I remember, like, making somebody active in a fight working, so that's good. Jimmy, I'm gonna assume... This is what I was doing during, I was just finding stuff to fight. Apparently one thing you can do, and I found this on Google, it was like a suggestion is, what you can do is you sort of like go into, like, you climb into the mountains. And then after you climb into the mountains, you basically just pass time for a spacebar, like for a whole day. And now what that'll do is it will... it basically spawns creatures. It, sort of resets all the creature spawns. But because you're in a mountain, I think it sets it as, like, the most difficult creatures, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not seeing any hidden passages to get out of here, so I'm going to cast Anox on myself. And, get out of here. And so, yeah, so that'll spawn all the creatures, but they'll be a little bit elevated in terms of difficulty. So I don't know... We got the scepter. Okay, so we're in the northeastern corner. Again, just a bunch of rooms. So if we climb up, we're on level 5. So this is the trick to... We're going to climb up again. I'm going to put us on level 4, but climb up again. Climb up again. So you can see now we're on the lower crypt. So let's try the upper crypts. Climb down. Use the scepter. Okay, so we're now on level 3. But we're not stuck. Let's climb down this ladder. Okay, so now we're on level 4 in a different part of it. Which part are we in? So now we can sort of walk around a little bit. So let's dispel these. And so at the time, like, when I was a kid, I don't think I minded this too much. I mean, obviously I had a lot more time. But, But, you know, it's sort of throwing it back to that old school. What level are we on? 4? Sort of throwing it back to that old school vibe where you had to do some mapping. So level 4, let's see, let's view a gem. So looking at how do you get down? So according to the clue book, to the right of the ladder where it's black right now, there's actually something there. I just don't know how to. So if I face east. Okay. Let me see. And I think that's the ladder we want. I just don't know how to get to it. Like, can you get to it through a room? Or is it something else I had to access on level 3? Actually, let me try going to level 3 real quick. Okay, level 3 east. Is it this one? Down. So now we're on level 4. Maybe I have this wrong. Do we have the crown? Okay, so these are like Mind Flayer kind of things. They're going to be tough. Hopefully. As long as we can dispel magic. Will they move? Can they move? I don't know if they can. Okay. Do I have line of sight on this one? No. It's a Reaper. Sorry, not Mind Flayers. Crown's still active. That's good. I guess what I should do is I should set him as active and get him in place. Set him as active, get him in place. Now set... Oh, this makes things so much easier. Ooh. Okay, Crown's still active. Okay, so now we'll undo it and let's start shooting and hope we hit. Raised, okay. I think part of what makes these guys tough is I think they can possess you, but again, the crown's going to negate that. Lightly wounded, okay. Critical, nice. One down. Two down. Okay, now let's see what's behind here. Okay, so that's a demon. Also, super difficult if you can't negate magic. Maybe it'll still... Oh, okay. So one thing I've heard you can do for, if you want to, okay, now I got it. They're actually in melee range. If you want to, like, get tons of XP, what you do is you, like, come into a room like this where, like, demons give you a lot of XP, and you kill them all except for one. And then you leave the room, and then because you didn't clear the room, I think it respawns. Critical, okay, we're getting there with one. killed. Okay. Go. Whoops. A little friendly fire. All right. Ooh, Jimino took a hit there. Almost done. Okay. There we go. So now I'm going to make Sir Coop. Great. Again, I think I already said this, but yeah, the only people that get the experience are the ones that deal the final blow. Oh, oop. Wonder if the chest within a chest is ever trapped. But it also leads to a lot of this where you're like, okay, let me attack every single square. See if anything happens. Complex trap. Okay, so now we need to all get out of here. I guess. And Nox. So then we're going to get back into the hall, and let's see if it'll let us... Oh, ignite a torch. Let's mix. We'll let us mix for what spell, and what I want is heals, which is a Mani. Boss Mani's level 5, but Mani's a level 1. Now, Mani requires ginseng and silk, so let's do ginseng, silk. Mix. We'll mix 15, maybe? Now we're going to cast Mani on... That's not bad. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Anyway. So there we go. We're on level 4. Stuck in this room. So this clearly isn't the right way to go. Alright, so then what you can do, let's see if we can mix. Let's see what happens if we mix Des Pour. That's silk and moss. Des Pour. Some silk and some moss. Mix. We'll mix 10. Oh, oops, 10. Let's try casting Des Pour. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now we're on level... Oh, it failed. Okay. So there's nothing below us. So let's climb down. So now we're on level 4. Show you what we're looking at here. Again, on the clue book, there's stuff filling in that gap to the right. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So, part of the thing is, like, when you look at the clue book, it's not like the floors overlap, so you can say, like, oh, if I go to here and then go down, then I can do this. Yeah, let's try casting Does Pour again. Failed. Okay, now we're on level 5. Have to sort of get our bearings here. Okay, so that's east, Debtor's Alley on level 5. Okay, so we can go up and down here. Now in level 5, they also have... In level 5, again, let me view a gem. This is what we're seeing, but in the clue book, in the upper left corner, there's another sort of area with a ladder down. So I don't know if there's a trick to get there. And I guess that's what the blink... Oh, I don't know if it's blink. Teleport short distance in pour. Let's see if this is up. There we go. Okay, so we've got... These things would be brutal if we didn't have the crown, because these obviously are Eyes of the Beholder, basically. They're all magic. One's down. They call them gazers. Heavily wounded. They seem to take hits pretty solidly. Like, you know, they're not... Only a couple of magic axe hits and we're good. So where else can we go? Just to double check. We can keep going down here. I don't know if there's any reason to. But now we're on level 6. But where are we? Do another view. So again, level 6. There's something in the upper left corner that's not marked on the map. There's only ladders going down. I mean up. But maybe if you were to go into the center room... That's actually really good to know about setting one person up in combat and then they're the only, because then, like, if I wanted to, like, say somebody was behind on XP, like somebody dies, and I need to get them caught up, I can just grind with that one person. Yeah, that's handy to know. Just didn't really, I've been, it's like a lot of these things, like, I'm trying to avoid most of the mechanics. And just sort of explore and enjoy the story. Can I hit the rip from here? Let's just start hitting other things, see if anything else opens. Alright, so nothing obvious. hit this again. Okay, victory. So I'm going to make him the only person to work. Again, none of this stuff actually matters because I would just sell it since I've got the best stuff I'm looking for. Did I attack? So it raises the question, like, I don't know how to get into the next room. So let's see what happens if I can't view something here. Okay. I don't know what direction I came in from, but I feel like... Yeah, I came in, and so I should, in theory, be able to... Let me... Or did I do it wrong? Do I want to go north? Okay, let's try going north. Maybe I went in the wrong room. Again, still not seeing anything obvious about how I would get from this room, in theory, one more room to the north. Well, let's keep going and see. And again, you know, sort of doing this without a net. I haven't saved in a long time, so if something goes wrong... Is it worth saving after this just so we haven't lost everything? Number of fights, equipment, experience... So far, we're handling it okay. I just, You know what? Let's have Jana do a bunch. Can't be touched here, so let's just... She was one that was lower on XP at one point, at least. I was about to say, she can actually get hit from there. Let me go... Okay, then now let's swap to... Yeah, so sometimes, like, it lies to you if there is a trap or not. Which is something I found out the hard way. Can't entirely trust... Like, it'll say, like, no trap, and then you would think, oh, but sometimes it'll get, like, oh, there's a trap, and that's actually a lie. So usually if a couple of keys break, I assume that the trap finding was a mistake. Not always, but... So yeah, so in theory there should be another room in the center of all this to the north, and I just don't know how to get there. I don't see any secret passages. Can I just take this stuff? What's my karma? Still 79. Okay, so taking torches doesn't matter. Okay, so we're in level 6. Or did he just spit me out to the other side? No. Maybe he did. Maybe I just don't know how to read that map. Okay, so let's cast Des Pour and let's see what happens. Does it get us... ooh, MP too low. Interesting. Let's have Jana cast it. Cast Des Pour. Down. So now we're on level 7. Yeah, level 7 is known for having a really long... Not known like... famous for it, but like looking at the map, it's got this really long passage there. And we want to go... That's right. Wait, which way is the long passage? Okay, so we came down the long passage. We want to go right. Use... Scepter? There's a couple of downs we can go. We can go down that way and down that way. I don't know which is preferable. We're getting near the... Let's just kill both fields, but we're getting near the bottom of the dungeon. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, so let's cast Mani. Just to get that up to speed. Okay, so we're facing west or south. Try this one. This is south, okay. Can you use... Nothing hidden on the fountain. Look. Yes. Healed. Oh, so let's try that. Look. Fountain. Yes, okay. 3. Look. Yes. 4. Nice. I'm gonna save. I know I'm on level 8 of a dungeon, but full health. Okay, so we're looking west. Okay, just get my bearings. Let's view. So I think if I want to get out of that dungeon, you can see the down ladder there. So let's, in theory, this should get us out into the Underworld. So we've done it. We've made it to the Underworld, through that Covetous. What dungeon is that? Covetous. So now let's, Dungeon Covetous. So let's get an idea of where we are. You a gem? I was literally, I was hoping to see a little more than that, but yeah, so we're there. And we're trying to get to Shard of Falsehood. So what we want to do is we want to first of all equip Magic Carpet, because who knows what we're going to encounter here. A lot of poison, obviously. You need tons of torches, magic carpets, you need the grapple if you need to climb over some mountains. We're gonna... crown is still active. Good, okay. I don't know if that's something that just stays active until you camp, or if it's something that, And the way I was saying earlier, like, old games, they don't respect your time. And, like, I feel like it almost made clue books essential. Like, when I was talking about Darklands, like, Darklands, the clue book tells you, like, a lot of information that I just don't know how else you would ever get it. And here, the clue book gives you maps of the Underworld, which, again, you know what, I'm just going to make, let's make Jana. Okay, let's get everybody involved. Let's kill this thing. There we go. Okay, so yeah, because otherwise, it's really, the Underworld is a very tricky thing in this game, in my mind, and so. Yeah, I don't know, without a map for reference, I could see it being, like, really tough. Like, it becomes its own kind of grind because you just have to feel it all out. Now there's probably, you know, I guess in the game they sort of tell you, like, hey, you know, make sure you go left from here and down from there, but even that can be, like, tough to follow. Okay, so we're going this way now, all right. And again, if you get this from, ooh, Rotworm, okay. Have not seen those before. If you get this game through GOG, you know, it's going to come with clue book. It's a download, so you don't have to worry about it. Great thing about Magic Axe is, like, we don't have to step out into the poison to get into melee range. All right. Okay. I wonder how, well, I won't do it now, but wonder how we're doing on experience. Again, we need to get to 800, level 5. Yeah, I'm gonna hit Z stats. Oh, Gweno's gonna be able to level. YOLO. Dupre, no. Shimino, not quite. Sir Coop, definitely. Huh. Now, this is, you know, because I'm able to see it in the clue book, it's actually a lot more linear. It's not like wide open like the overworld, so it's maybe because it's sort of narrow paths, it's a little less likely to get lost, but still, I could see this being huh. There it is. Now the question is, okay, so we're gonna exit, get, we're gonna start climbing. Nope, can't go that way. Nope. No. How do we get to this? It's going to be annoying, but I didn't want to run away because I think that hits your karma. I think. Otherwise, I would just flee and skip this fight. But again, after trashing my karma so badly, one of the main things is if I die, karma affects how much XP you lose. So like when Shimino died early in the game, he went from like level 3 or whatever to level 1. He just got shredded in terms of his XP loss because my karma was like a 16 or whatever. I'm curious if I can go back, now that I've got some gold built up, I could afford, a couple grand more at the shrines. I wonder if I could get it up to like 99. And then dying basically has no penalty. And one of the things you can do, what I've, again, I'm not a genius figuring this out. This is all online as a pro strat. You can gain a level. How does it work? You gain a level and then immediately die. Because what happens is you take the XP hit, so you drop down to the level you just were at, but you don't give up the stat bonus you got when you leveled up. Does that make sense? Let's see if we can view a gem. So it seems like there should be a path, and the only path is... Okay, so let's view. So in theory, we should be able to keep going up. Okay, so let's try this other one, in pour. Did I cast in pour? No. Unmixed. Let's mix in pour. Now, in pour, I think is the same as Despore and Oospore. It's silk and moss. So let's choose silk and moss. Let's mix, 10. So now let's have Jana cast in pour. Too far. Shit, too far. Alright, I'm just gonna escape. I don't care about my karma. You know what? Just that whole speech about karma. Maybe I can climb from the north? I'll take a look at that. Somebody hit. Somebody do something. Holy cow. There we go. Did it. Go up a little. Okay, so yellow are paths through the mountains that you can walk on. I'm guessing the black boxes are the impassable. So maybe there is a way to get it from this north. From the north down. You can sort of see if I go southeast a little bit, hopefully I can get into the mountains and get around that. Man, I just don't know. Where is it available? Okay, so... Or is it going to be something stupid where, like, you access it from one point and then you have to, like, go climb around the mountains until you get to the southern part of the area it's in? Okay, so that's not right. Holy shit. I just don't know. Okay. Nope. Jesus Christ. I just want to... I just want to... All right. Let me see if I can get a little bit to the left. And then see if I can teleport down again and hit the target. It's like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy, like old school ones. You go 2 steps and another blue slime you gotta deal with. There we go. Okay, let's cast, what is it again? Inpour. I think it's over. Nope, shit. Okay, so let me see something. You know, maybe I just don't know. Let me try going north and over just a little bit and see if I can get in here. No. Corpsers. Ooh. Can you even hit them when they're underground? I think there's one there. Maybe not. Maybe you gotta wait for them to pop up. There's literally one in front of me. There we go. It's interesting. That means basically you can't attack them before they attack you. They're always going to get like a, I assume, a free shot when they emerge. I don't know. Maybe not. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. So it seems like when I tried to teleport, I got blocked by an impassable mountain. Let's see if it'll let me do this so I don't have to deal with this bat. I'm hoping I get lucky and I don't get ambushed, and then I do get the apparition. Like, if I knew that I could go spend money at the shrines, like, I wouldn't care about the karma hit. I'm running away. You know what, let's see if there actually is one. Battle's lost, okay. Still 79, okay, let's hole up. 9 hours. Yeah, somebody, well, Shimino was at full health, but not anymore. Again, we're looking, hopefully, to get the apparition and heal up. Arrested. Let's. Okay. All right, so let's see. That's shitty. I wish it would actually show me, like, So see, what I'm seeing is, I think, like, the way these black boxes are spaced inside the white, it's enough to, like, it's blocking passage, so... We can go a couple. Well, we're not really getting deeper. I'm over there. Shit. I thought I would... Okay. So do I keep going down and around? I go southeast for a little bit, then southwest, then hook and come in from the east. That might be how it has to... Can I survive, though? Huh. So now I gotta go up. So I was sort of right on... Oh, shit. I'm running, because only thing I care about is getting that shard. Corpsers, again, I'm running. Okay, control karma, still that. Get? We did it. Shard of hatred. Oh, smash and grab, baby. Can we hole up here? 9 hours. Yes. Dracoop's in decent shape. We're gonna teleport out. Hopefully that'll get us out of the mountain range without dying as we try and hole up again. 9 hours. Set a watch. Who else? Yeah, I'm the only one in decent shape. trying some earbuds out, like, because I don't need amazing audio for this. I'm trying to get, like, decent... Yeah, in-ear Shimino's up because he's full health. I want to get decent earbuds. I don't know if they exist. There's a lot of them that are, like in-ear, like... And, so I find them somewhat uncomfortable, and I don't like how, like, I can basically only hear my voice if they get too deep in my ear. I bought a pair. Here we go. Ailsir Coop, for thy valiant deeds I shall award thee. Thou art level 5 and wiser. YOLO, level 5 and quicker. Bueno, level 5 and quicker. Jana, nothing. Thou showest well the wisdom of an avatar, but not yet hast thou achieved the potential. Stay on them. So we're obviously not getting the ones where, like, oh my god, you're a lost cause. There we go. Let's save. Now let's cast Impor North. Let's get out of here. View gem. So, looking at the overworld, the underworld map in the clue book, it looks like I could have gotten to this shard from either when I went through Covetous or Dungeon Wrong. Looks like the entrance to Dungeon Wrong sort of up above us. We're going to go back to... we're going to go back to Covetous. Now imagine being down here, A, without scepters, crowns. Let me get the crown going just in case we run into something crazy. That's why you saw why I wanted to smash and grab. Imagine trying to do it without those. Imagine running out of torches. You know, like, just imagine, like, all the things that can go wrong. Going into the underworld and how there's no easy way out. Like, once you're down here until you can figure out a way to escape. So just imagine, maybe if you just die completely, you end up... I want to make sure I'm not going to miss. What I'm hoping is now we're going to start hooking back to the left. And then somewhere around here, hoping is the entrance. The dungeon. I don't know how to tell. There it is, okay. Okay. So now we're back into Covetous again. We're trying to, like I said, we're trying to smash and grab. We're on level 8. Where are we? Got a, yeah, fountain in both directions. Should be able to go west. There we go. Down. Climb up. Okay, it's not a problem. Let's use, maybe these respawn when you reset the, let's use the crown. No, use, okay, I guess I had it up and I just didn't. Crown, there we go. Now let's use the scepter. Okay, we've climbed. Oh shit, what do we got? Dragons. Let's see if we can survive this. I think I saved it after I got the... So we've got the crown active. That's huge because these guys can wreck you otherwise. I think they have magic as well as they're like... I thought their magic negated these fireball attacks. Now I'm doing the tactic that I do in like a D&D game where you just pile on one to kill it as fast as possible, because in theory they do as much damage near death as they do full health. So you're just trying to kill... Oops. Cast Ani on... That didn't do much. Ani? Oh. Now I do have resurrect scrolls. See how many I need though. So again, I think you can do in this... If you leave one alive, you can come back here and farm, but as you can see, I'm getting my ass kicked. You know what? Let's see what happens when I die. Assuming this guy doesn't finish off the fight. Oh, I've got 2 left. I wonder if there's a place to buy resurrection scrolls. It's a race to the bottom here. Running away. Did it. Let's see if I can use... Okay, so the spell for resurrection is in Mani Core. So it's this one right here. I've got 5. I can get my guys up and I can get them out of here. Let's try it. Let's use... Can I use in Mani Core? Fucking A, and it's using them up while... Oh, no. That's messed up. No, I'm not going to do Anox yet. That's messed up if it burned the scroll when I... Well, after it said you can't use it here. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to get scrolls in this game without getting them here. That's fine. Okay, so now cast and Nox. Let's see if I can use... I've only got 3. You know what? Boom. Okay, battle's lost. Let's see what happens. Thou hast found refuge. No evil lives here, only peace and darkness, but thy slumber is disturbed. Someone shouts, Fortis, Fortuna, Aventari. something. Thou showest well the wisdom of an avatar, but not yet achieved something. Stay on the... So, we're out. You know what? And so, as you can see, we've lost our level, but by how much? 785. And this is actually the sort of trick they were talking about. So I can go get 15 experience points and level again. Shimino has a ways to go. Dupree's not even close. So, but you can see her stories, and so I can go get that level back for myself. I think I get to keep the stat bonus. Let's so we should be back in Lord British's castle. I might actually make that my escape from dungeons and just be like, screw that. Where are we? Yeah, basically I just want to get out of here. I think I might be on a higher level. It's going to be like a dungeon. It is. Because I don't care about how I get out from the Underworld. I just want to do it. And it's if I can, you know, if I can grind a little bit, you know, if I now that I know how easy it is to target one guy to do all the attacks and get everybody back up to level 5. It seems like level 4 was fine to get down through the dungeon. So now what we can do, let me see if I've got, was that the Shard of Hatred? That was the Shard of Hatred, right? So basically, now we need to know... I'm wondering if I go get rid of a Shadow Lord. So what we would do is we approach it. I think you go in from here. Okay. Now we quick save because we're out of the dungeon. We did it. Okay, so let me get my notes up. Hope it was Hatred. How much it's going to screw me up not having it right, but I've saved it here, so this is not the end of the world. Got plenty of magic keys if this is where the magic door respawns. Let me go to my general notes. And the Shadow Lord of Hatred has a name that we're going to need to type in. And that name is Astaroth. So again, we're going to save one more time just because I'm paranoid. Let's enter. Yep. We're going to need to get on our magic carpet so it gives us extra moves. We're going to try and do what we did for the last smash and grab, which is draw one way off to the side. There's going to be a demon here that always attacks you. No. And it's going to reset the... Oh, shoot. Got to do the crown. Here we go. I'm going to need to... Okay. That went like ass. So let's, we're gonna whole, exit. I'm gonna not be so stupid this time. You know, but we also have glass swords, so I could, in a pinch, I could just kill the Shadow Lord outright. Okay. I wonder if you can... Let me try using a scepter. Does it handle magic doors? No. Again, I should have plenty of skull keys. That's not a problem. Again, he can't possess anybody, he can't go invisible. All of that's negated by the crown. How are we doing? Lightly wounded. We gotta do more. Also, we need to not hit our own guy. All right. Got him on the run. Okay, we're gonna cast... Have Jana do it. Mani. Oh, absorbs. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's get out of here. Let's get this ready. For when we have to run. Smash and grab, baby. Can we do this? Oh no, I don't need to be here. Oh, I got this totally wrong. I don't need to be here at all. Wish to leave. I need to get to the Flame of Love. Yeah, I don't need to be there at all. Okay, I've already done what I need to do there. Oh, that makes it so much easier. I just need to remember Flame of Love. Let me check. Ultima 5. Flame of Love. There's like the Empath Abbey, there's the Lyceum. There's like these 3 holds that maintain the flames, and the Flame of Love is in Empath Abbey in northwestern Britannia. So if you look at the map on the screen, it's going to be way up to the furthest reaches of the north. I don't know if it's like you see like the sort of the compass rose way in the northwest corner. I don't know if it's the one closer to that or the one further inland in the forest. One of those should be where we're headed. So let's do that. Tori, how I'm doing? Plenty of food, plenty of gold. I wonder, let's just see while we're here. Let me see if I can get to a shrine and dump another 900 gold on it to see what happens. If that's that one, so it's one more over. Okay, so I've got my mantras ready, so we're going to enter the Shrine of Justice. Okay, so we got Justice, which is B-E-H. Justice, let's see if we can... Let me see if it'll let me repeat donating to a shrine. Offer how many 100 weights of gold? We're going to offer 9. That's the highest I think you can offer. Alakazam. Now, before we had a karma of around 79... So let's head out and see if our karma is now 88. Okay, so we just... Let's do it again. Let's just get our karma up to like 99 so we're not losing Let me see if it lets me do it again. Or at least close to 99, because that way we're barely losing any XP. Again, we're going to do 9. Because again, money's no problem. I could go probably sell over a grand worth of stuff. 97. That's pretty good. Okay. I mean, what I could do is I could enter. Nope. I thought when I was grinding, I sort of went to each one, as I mentioned. So I figured it only let you do it once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Bear, and I'm going to give him 200 gold weight, because that's going to hopefully up me to 99. I think you basically get a point for every 100 gold you give, but you can't enter 10 as a number, so you can only go up to 9. So let's see. There we go. Let's save. We got our karma all the way up. Okay, so this is... Okay, so now we want to head... Skip the moon gate, but stay on the path, because that'll take us to... What is this? You. We don't want you. Okay, so it's not the one deep in the woods. If you look on the map, it's the one closer to the rose compass in the furthest northwest corner. Now, these should be on our side. Like, we shouldn't have to worry about guards and stuff like that, because these guys are sort of holding the fort as far as the good guys go. I'm gonna hole up. Now we just need to figure out how to get to the flame, which is probably on higher floor. Secret passage there. That's the flame there, so it's down one level. So I'm not... Let me see if I remember how to do this. Shard of Hatred. Okay, let's do that. And cast into the Flame of Love. And we yell... Astaroth? Do we need to do that? So now I'm a little confused. Did I just screw this up? Does he need to be here? There we go. The doom of the Shadow Lord Astaroth is wrought. Okay, so what you have to do is you summon the Shadow Lord, get him to step onto the flame, cast it in, and that kills him. So there we go. I think I'm going to call that a session. I'll do a little more grinding to maybe get some of my guys back up to level 5. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of this session, I was really nervous. This was going to be my Waterloo, my stopping point, where I just realized I love this game, but the thing I'm about to have to do is just not that fun at this point in my life. When I was a kid, absolutely great. But yeah, so we basically have to do that 2 more times. The remaining 2 shards. Then we have to go into the Underworld 1 more time to get Lord British's amulet. And then I think we have everything we need to win. So we'll have to see how that goes. So definitely 2 more sessions trying to get the other shards at least. Maybe a session to get Lord British's amulet, I don't know. And then so maybe 4, 5, 6 more sessions, and yeah, we'll have wrapped up our run of Ultima 5. I don't think I need to start thinking about what I'm going to do next, the next classic RPG or whatever. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, this went a lot better than I thought. I'm happy for it because I didn't like the idea of just going, nah. So obviously I'm cheating. I'm using clue books and And since I've done it before, I know kind of how to prep for it. And I think, honestly, I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, you're getting the information. That's how I would approach these old games. You know, play them to experience them, not play them to like, I need to beat it the right way. Just because they're absolutely worth experiencing. And just make that exactly, tailor it how you want. You know, if it means prepping, knowing ahead of time, if it means going in cold, whatever makes it the most fun. So anyway, this has been Black Lodge Trivia Night. I'm Art. We are mainly a tabletop RPG podcast. If you're watching this, you've already found our YouTube channel, so if this is your thing. Mostly if you're into like tabletop actual plays and sometimes discussions of RPGs, like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. We have a Discord. The link should be somewhere on somewhere on the page. So if you want to jump in, we chat about RPGs there as well. What else? 2 games we got going on at the time of this recording. Matt's running Symbaroum. We've done sessions 1 and 2 now. Session 2 will be going up in a few days. Again, at the time of this recording. By the time most of you see this, this will be up a long time from when I'm actually recording it. So hopefully multiple Symbaroum sessions are up. And we're still digging through our Mithras Imperative Cold War spy game. I'm hoping that's starting to get near the end, and then I can get out of the way. We can focus on Symbaroum, finish that, and then we can get to Patrick's, hopefully, Deadlands using Savage Worlds. So anyway, thanks again. Hope this is fun. I'm happy with how this turned out. I was really concerned that this would be the end of it, but it's not the case. So thanks again. Take care. We'll be back. More. Oh, yeah, I guess I should. Lord of the Rings Online, doing the book quests. That's the other thing. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.